They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But what they don't tell you is that most people never take that step. They just stand there, at the edge of their dreams, staring into the distance. They talk, they plan, they hope, but they never actually move. It's not because they lack talent. It's not because they're short on time. It's because, deep down, they never truly believed they could. Failure doesn't start when you fall. It starts the moment you decide to play it safe. It begins when comfort becomes your master, and fear becomes your closest advisor. It is born in that silent hesitation between what you truly want and what you dare to do. The hard truth is, most people are defeated before they even enter the ring. They build prisons out of their own doubt and decorate the walls with excuses. They wait for the perfect time, not realizing that perfection is a mirage that will keep them thirsty forever. Every great dreamer who ever changed the world faced this same invisible wall. Think of Edison, standing in his lab, surrounded by the wreckage of 1,000 failed light bulb experiments. Or Henry Ford, being laughed at by engineers who insisted his horseless carriage was a foolish dream that would never replace the horse. Or Walt Disney being told by bankers that a talking mouse was an absurd idea that would never work. Each one of them looked into the abyss of uncertainty and decided to walk forward anyway. What was the difference between them and the millions who fade into mediocrity? They began. Because there is a sacred moment in every person's life, that quiet instant between a thought and an action where your entire destiny hangs in the balance. Most people never cross that line. They talk about climbing the mountain, but never touch its soil. They speak of greatness as if it's some myth, something reserved for other, special people, not for them. But greatness isn't given. It's seized. It's taken step by painful step, by those who choose to start before they feel ready, by those who understand that clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from moving. You don't need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. You just need courage. You need conviction. You need to listen to that defiant whisper inside you that says, "I'll figure it out as I go." Most people are waiting for life to prove them right before they make a move. But life doesn't reward the waiters. It rewards the doers. It rewards those who move first, believe first, and act first. Those who learn while falling forward. You need to understand this critical truth. Faith isn't built in certainty. Faith is forged in motion. It's the act of stepping into the dark with only a flicker of belief, trusting that your own light will grow brighter as you walk. Every empire, every fortune, every revolution in history began as nothing more than a fragile idea in the mind of one person who dared to begin. But what about the rest? They stay on the sidelines, convincing themselves they'll start when things get easier, when they have more money, more knowledge, or more confidence. And while they wait for that day that never comes, their dreams grow old and their hearts grow quiet. Your mind can play a cruel game. It convinces you that hesitation is wisdom, that waiting is a form of patience, that playing it safe is a brilliant strategy. But behind every delay, behind every excuse, hides the same old fear, the fear of failure. And that's the greatest irony of all. By trying so desperately to avoid failure, they failed before they even begin. Every second you spend doubting yourself is a second stolen from your future. Every moment you spend hesitating is a piece of your dream slipping through your fingers. Because time is not your ally. It is your test. The universe doesn't just hand you opportunities. It presents you with doors. And those doors only open when you have the courage to knock. You don't need to see exactly what is on the other side. You just need to find the will to move your hand. Think about it. Every child is born with raw, unfiltered faith. They stumble, they fall, and they get back up again without an ounce of shame. They don't analyze the risk. They don't overthink the outcome. They simply begin. But as we get older, society teaches us to measure everything, to play it safe, to fit in, to stay small. And that's where the silent failure begins. In the conditioning of our own minds. The true battlefield of success isn't out there in the world. It's right here, inside your own thoughts. It's in the way you speak to yourself when no one else is listening. It's in the belief you hold on to when the world is telling you to give up. Every I can't you whisper to yourself becomes another chain around your potential. Every maybe later becomes another brick in the wall that separates you from your destiny. The world doesn't destroy dreams. Doubt does. And until you destroy your doubt, you will never truly begin. So, ask yourself right now how many dreams have died inside of you because you were waiting for permission. How many brilliant ideas have you buried under a pile of excuses? How many times have you told yourself, one day? You have to understand, one day is a graveyard where ambition goes to die. The moment you say, I'll start when I'm ready, you are declaring that your fear is greater than your faith. And as long as fear is in the driver's seat, failure is the only destination. Because success doesn't begin with skill or talent or resources. It begins with a decision, a single, powerful, uncompromising decision to begin now. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content to help you on your journey. We'll see you in the next one.